First, put the major life slideway exactly into the side slots at the bottom of the main engine respectively. Second, draw the boards of the electric machine which lies at the sideway base of the main engine. Then draw the cross-hole end board of the slanted holes tightly to join the engine posts. Tighten the screws. The other to join the top of the major slideway, and finally draw the board. Then drop it with the hopper combined tightly with it. Fourth, coiling the wire rope. Walking slideway coiling. Start coiling with the main engine first, and let the wire go up around the left-hand cogwheel that is at the top of the main slideway. Then down around the left-hand wheel below the second slideway. Move from the inner side of the wheel up to the left-hand top wheel attached to the hopper. After that, guide it on your right hand across the one below the hopper. Then from inside, guide it up to the right-hand cogwheel of the hopper. Then guide it from outside down to the cogwheel of the second slide wheel. Similarly, up to the principal slide wheel's cross girder on its right, and make the wire end tight. How to coil the wire of the positioning slideway. This wire starts from the bottom of the right-hand main pole, going up to the first positioning point, down to position 2 clockwise, and to position 3, then up to the cross beam counterclockwise and fasten it. Open the deceleration machine in the main engine to add some lubricating oil to ensure the main machine's smooth work. Plug the externally connected power line into the switch box and screw it up. Connect the externally connected power line to 220 voltage and power will be accessible. After which, turn on the circuit breaker that controls the direct and alternating current. Switch power on. Move the coating to up and down as you move. Do adjust the machine to normal standard based on mixture thickness, vertical height, the functions of the positioning slideway before powdered mixture fills in the hopper. Attention! The adjustment of the vibration knobs depends on the density and the moisture of the lime or cement mortar. The machine of this model has two styles of coating, pressing style and vibratory style. Preparations before work. First, flatten the projecting concrete that is thicker than normal walls, and then dampen the wall to be coated in proper amounts of water in terms of the nature of concrete, air entrainment, cement blocks, whose needs for water vary with the season. Therefore, Walls need more watering in summer than in spring and fall due to hot weather. In winter, it is necessary to water, while in spring and fall, watering must happen 1 day earlier before coating. Because of the rapid movement of the machine and the time limits to the water-absorbing walls, the density of mortar must fit in with the moisture of walls. For example, the coated walls will be uneven or blocks of mortar will come off if they don't match. Moreover, sand grains shouldn't project out later considering the powder thickness. In other words, grains in size are needed to be in proportion with the thickness. Do as instructed to come up to ideal standard. Ways to perform. Check whether the wall is vertical and flat with some locating device, such as a scale plate, laser locator, and so on. Then decide how thick you plan to have the wall coated. Mark a thick line 5 cm to 15 cm above the ground. Nail a nail on the wall whose height is the same as the positioning slide away. Later, align the line with the coating mouth of the machine. Press the button on the main engine's outside. Next, put the scale roller against the right and left of the positioning slide away, with the poles touching the nail. Then start the button for erecting way. Adjust the running slide away against the locating ruler. At the same time, start the button for positioning up until the positioning slide away touches the ceiling and the vibration reducer against the ceiling, taking away the ruler and the positioning pole. Make sure the coating mouth and the marked line have no gap and powder coating can begin. But materials can't be mixed with stone grains, and the diameter should be less than 2 mm, and pay attention to the density of the mortar. After that, put only 5 to 4 spadefuls of the mixture into the hopper, and it starts coating by regulating the vibration button according to the density of the mortar. At the same time, press the button for the rise and fall and the one for coating from down to up as you add materials. If the materials can be used fully at one go, it will stop automatically, or you switch off the button for rise and fall and the one for coating. Later, draw a line beneath the coating mouth. Push the falling button on the positioning slide away, the counterpart on the working slide away. Next, push the button for withdrawing the hopper down from left and right respectively. Next step is to set free the handle of the breaker. Meanwhile, launch the falling button, working button when somebody standing left to control the direction, and the position can be reached at will. When it reaches the bottom, coat powder in circle. Next time you should coat it 3 mm thicker than last time. Doing this aims to ensure the appropriate density. Having finished coating one room, you can move to another. Attention! One machine can be matched with 1 to 3 major workers to live up to construction standard. Points for attention and safety. First, operate strictly according to the ways of performing. Second, it is forbidden to connect extra power source and wire randomly. Never approach your head, hands, and feet or some other objects to the working machine or put the above mentioned inside it. Fourth, never stretch your hands into the stirring device to clean it up. 5. Don't mix any cobble or sand grain larger than mortar together in the hopper. 6. Don't start the machine without adding lubricants in certain amounts. 7. Those who are not involved in the construction are not allowed to operate it. Construction experience. The design theory of the powder coating machine. Vibration coating. It is specially designed to reduce vibration while coating for any proper material. Pressing coating. The material is added in the middle before operating and flows in two different directions. Therefore, it mustn't lack material in the process of work. Otherwise, the density will be unideal owing to the shortage of enough pressure. Mortar comes off after coated. First, check the moisture of the wall. Water more in hot weather like in summer. In spring and fall, water 1 day earlier, while in cold winter it wants no watering, and it is better not to perform with the temperature -0. If the mortar comes off in one area while it is perfect in some other areas, it is due to a lack of material in the hopper. Another possible case is coating comes off whenever it is. The causes are various. For example, the moisture is too high, or the thickness of coating is beyond design requirements, or the proportion of the mortar is not proper.